Hello, folks. Thank you for listening to Mountain Mule Media, Connecting Montana. I'm your host, Tim Baldwin. This podcast is a production of Mountain Mule Transportation. It was created to help locals and travelers connect more deeply with the businesses and people who make Montana such an incredible place to live and visit. In each episode, I sit down with Montana business owners and community leaders to hear the story behind their work, how they got started, what they've built, and how they help create a better experience for both residents and visitors. If you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe on your favorite platform. And if you use any of the services or businesses you hear about here, let them know you heard about them from Mountain Mule. And when you need private transportation with Montana's hospitality, please think of Mountain Mule Transportation. Thank you for your support, and I hope you enjoy the show as we keep connecting Montana. Meg Krusemark, Paradise Western Company?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about it.
So we're a Western wear store in Livingston, Montana. We just opened late March, and we specialize in Western clothing, boots, hats, accessories, jewelry. We try to focus on Western wear clothing that people are using, whether they're horse riders, working cowboys, ranchers, and then also on the fashion side of things as well, for a little Western flair.
Yeah, and you guys, are you planning on being open year round?
Yes, we're open year round.
Cool.
Yeah, we live in the area, and we'll be open year round.
Why'd you want to start this business?
It's a long story.
We got a few minutes, but yeah, you don't have to.
Well, my husband and I have always ridden horses. It's what we're passionate about. We're both in the retail clothing industry.
Okay.
He started in sales with Cool Clothing back in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Back in 2006. So he's always been on the apparel side. And then I left a potential career in mechanical engineering to study apparel design because that was what I was always interested in.
Okay.
So I had a background in learning I did sewing, pattern making, illustration, stuff like that to build that. Got into leatherworking through an amazing saddle maker named Gordon Andrus in Hoytsville, Utah. And then just wanted to pursue apparel on that Western side. And then long story short, this is where we are today.
So do you design any of this stuff that's in your store?
I don't design anything. Part of like a kind of back reason for all of this, the retail is the main focus.
Yep.
Just standard retail. But a selfish pursuit is that I wanted to be able to have a leather workshop space in the back of the store, so that I could do retail and have that business running, and then also have a space in the back to do my own leather work.
Very cool.
And I hope to add some of that to the store in the future.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a long process, but what was I going to say? Winters are really long in Montana.
Yeah.
And there's definitely some down periods in retail. And then rather than sitting around with not much to do, that'll be the time where we really get to work on leatherworking.
What kind of stuff are you making with leather? What do you?
When I started, I started, I don't know, in about 2019, 2018, somewhere in there. And I was doing chinks and chaps and armidas,
Okay.
And purses, and belts, smaller projects. And then had to quit when COVID hit because needed to get creative with a different sort of job. And that's when we moved to Montana, and opened up a retail store.
Cool. So give me a layout, I guess, like a visual idea what the store is or what it has for anyone that stops by.
So we we have a lot of jeans. We pride ourselves in having a wide range of sizes. So if you come in, you can find your size, whether you need a really long pant for riding or just lifestyle pants as well. We carry a lot of men's and women's button-ups. Good like long sleeves for if you're riding outside, but also just fashion stuff as well. And then we just added ropes as well. So you can come in and pick up a rope while you're shopping for jeans and shirts as well. A big part of our business is also hats. So we have hat suppliers. We carry Stetson, Resistol, Charlie One Horse, and then also bigger hats out of Decatur, Texas. He's less known, but he's a guru at hat manufacturing. He's worked for the bigger companies like American and Resistol, and is a really small factory in Decatur, Texas, but makes excellent hats. And those we order in felt and straw in Open Crown. And I went to the Cowboy Cartel hat shaping class this year in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, cool.
Learned how to shape hats. So custom hat shaping is also part of what we serve.
Nice. Do you guys do boots?
Yep, we have boots too. We carry Hire and Fenolio. And those are two really cool brands that have great stories, multi-generational boot making history, and make really good quality boots.
I could speak to that because I just bought a pair of Hire last winter, and I was very impressed by the branding, but there's a long story inside, and it was just kind of cool to hear more of the backstory of the boots.
Yeah, and we really get into those details with all the products that we carry. We like to see those family stories and family history, and just people that really are passionate about what they create.
Yeah, you know, when you mention different length jeans, my girlfriend always gives me grief that my jeans are too short when we ride.
Yeah.
But I can't stand having like a massive extra amount of jeans when I'm not riding.
I don't know if you want to include this, but that's because you're from upstate New York.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry.
So why is that? Like just being from the
Northeast?
Northeast?
Well, there's like a line from the Mississippi. On the west side, we wear longer jeans so that we have a stack. You've heard that term where you have stack on your jeans.
Sure.
That's the bunch that you're talking about. And it comes from riding, cowboying, and that sort of thing. Because when you ride, you don't want your jeans to ride up. You just don't want to have your jeans too short.
The amount that I'm riding, like I can't justify it. It's
true.
Like
that's okay.
all the extra material there drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I just like when things fit right.
Fit and are just like sleek and straight. Yeah.
So this has just been an ongoing conversation that we have.
Yeah. But, if you're on the East Coast, or, I know we did a trip to Nashville for my husband's 40th birthday and went to the Ryman and different concerts and stuff, and noticed that it's very specific where the hemline is on an Eastern boot.
That's
and
so
pants.
funny. Yeah.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
And so, you wouldn't want to live in Nashville and have a stack. So.
Yeah, it's funny, and I don't wear traditional cowboy boots. I usually wear a logger, like a lace-up boot. So I just having all that extra jean would drive me crazy.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it to drag.
When we go ride and my jeans halfway up my ankle, she's like, "You look like an idiot." But anyway.
So how often do you ride?
Maybe a couple times a week. Like we try to get out a couple times a week.
Well, that's pretty good. I think that deserves a long pair of pants.
Okay, I got a few longer pairs. What's the hours of the store?
10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Okay, it's closed Sundays.
Closed Sundays.
Where in Livingston?
We're downtown, just off of Main. So we're on 2nd Street, which is the one street to the west of Main. 118 South 2nd Street.
Okay.
We're in the renovated JCPenney's building next to Catherine Lane Interiors and Elk River Books.
Cool. And you guys you have a website, you're on social, all that stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paradise Western Company on Instagram and Facebook, and website is paradisewesternco.com. Cool.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people that ride or in the Western horse or ranch industry. So they might be very much. Would you say it's more like this stuff is more for style or more for work or both?
I think if you're living in Montana, it bridges both gaps.
Yeah.
Bridges the range, definitely. We try to. I think the stuff that we carry can cover both for sure. Yeah, and we also carry a lot of graphic tees and hats. We've got a great product from some people that live in Livingston, Art and Collective, and they do some really cool Montana tees and hats that are just really fun and a cool product. So not just working gear, definitely some fashion stuff as well.
Yeah. So I know you said the store opened a couple months ago. Is there anything about having the business so far that's surprised you or you didn't expect, or is it you've sort of been in the industry for a while? So.
Yes. Just trying to think what.
Yeah.
I think that we saw a need in Livingston for a Western wear store, for like a boutique kind of specialty store.
Yep.
in the Western wear sector. Because there isn't one. Actually, my husband Ryan's mom had the last Western wear store in Livingston called Wild West Clothing, and so it was cool that we're kind of carrying that on.
Very cool.
But she retired, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago now, and so there hasn't really been anything to fill that. In the range where we're trying to do like stuff that you would wear riding as well.
So how many days a week does she work for you?
If she lived here, she would be here all the time, but she moved up to Big Fork. But so what was surprising is we saw that need, and so we wanted to fill that. But the response has been it's been such a big response that I think we were surprised in how much everybody responded to that and really felt that need as well. People are really happy that we're there. They're happy that they can try on boots and jeans and hats and get a hat the same day. We'll shape it and they'll walk out the door with it the same day. So there was just a really big need, and we knew it was there, but not as big as we've found.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, back to you've been up for a couple of months, but what's something you really like about it, or what's satisfying about it?
I think the custom hat shaping is really fun and satisfying. Just having a steamer that like a lot of noise and a lot of steam piling up and seeing that around the hat and getting to have my hands on it and shape it. Back when I did leatherworking, there was a ton of planning and prep, and I'd do a ton of research, write down all the steps and build a pattern and design. Hat shaping, it's like on the spot. You grab a hat and they tell you what you want and you just do it right there.
How often are you there in the store?
Every day.
Oh, damn. So you're there to shape hats 6 days that you're open?
6 days a week, yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. We are hiring if anyone is interested.
I was going to ask, is there anything anyone can do to help you out in any way, whether they're, want to apply for a job or just spread the word about your store, or is there anything that's...
Yep, we're hiring for people to work on the floor for sales. Spreading the word is great. We just love people to know that we are there, we're new, and spread the word that we're there.
Cool. Well, we'll get this out there, and that'll get some ears on it for sure.
Great.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, and you said the website and the Instagram. I'll put all that in the description when I post this, and anyone can find you there.
Cool.
Yep. Thanks, Meg.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.